Today I received a new bicycle. It is, if you can see that there, it's called a Schwinn Sanctuary to replace my other bicycle that no longer wants to pedal in a forward direction. Hello there, welcome to my life. I am in the middle of assembling a bicycle. I have never assembled a bicycle before. Last year when I put my little mountain bike together, after I moved here to Idaho, I changed both of the tubes on my mountain bike and I fixed the brakes. That's the extent of my bicycle mechanic experience. So I'm getting a new experience now. I had to buy a new bike because the old one isn't working right anymore. And what I got is this Schwinn Sanctuary 7-speed bike. But it didn't come assembled, and so far the only thing I've done is put on the seat. Well, good start. And then I found out I didn't have enough tools to put the entire thing together. So I had to walk to Walmart yesterday, which I'm getting really tired of all this walking. It's 2.5 miles each way. And I walked over there yesterday afternoon, but fortunately I didn't have to walk back because friends came to pick me up and then they took me to the Bible study that we go to over in Washington. So I got all the tools that I needed. What I started with was this. I had some wrenches. I had these since last year when I had to fix the tires on my mountain bike. And what I needed to buy was a Phillips screwdriver. I got this yesterday at Walmart. And more tools I needed to buy were the Allen wrenches. I bought more Allen wrenches than I will ever use or need. But the smaller packages of Allen wrenches that they had only went up to 6 millimeters, and I also needed an 8 millimeter Allen wrench, so I had to buy the bigger package. And what else did I buy? Well, I got this lubricant for the chain, and I needed to buy grease. This is the first grease that I have ever purchased in my entire life, and I really didn't know what kind of grease I needed, so I called the tech support at the Pacific Cycles who make Schwinns these days, and they told me that I could get this. Okay, so what I need to do still to this bike is put on the front tire and the fender that goes with it. And I need to put on these pedals, and I need to grease everything, and I think that's about all. Maybe adjust things to make sure they work right, like the brakes, that's important, and the gears. I bought this at Amazon not too long ago. It goes over my head. Like this. Yep, to protect me from the weather. And So I'm getting ready for the cold weather. I'm going to keep riding my bike this year during the winter time. At least I intend to, because last year I kind of chickened out and quit riding my bike during the winter time. It was so cold here. But I don't like being dependent. I don't like having to ask for rides all the time. And during the winter time, I will have to ask for rides if I'm not ready to be warm enough to ride. And I don't want to catch pneumonia. I think it's kind of scary to be out in the winter time without proper protection. So that will go underneath my bike helmet and it will work just fine. And one other thing I bought for my bike is this thing, which will go in the handlebars and it will hold my camera. That's sort of my response to not being able to afford a GoPro this year. I'll just use my camera that I already have, which is a Sanyo Exacti, and I'll put it on this, on my handlebars, so I'll be able to get some video. I think that's all that I have for the bike here. And so I just need to put that bike together now. I am fighting learned helplessness. Learned helplessness is when a woman thinks she needs a man to help her. Well, like when I mentioned this project to my friends at the Bible study last night, one of them said, why didn't you get the man in the apartments next door, a friend of mine, to help put it together? And I said, no, I want to do it myself. It's really important that I am self-sufficient. I need to be self-sufficient in this respect, because if I'm out riding my bike and something goes wrong, I shouldn't have to look for a man to help me. I should be able to fix whatever's wrong with it myself. So I am learning to do that, and I'll just carry sufficient tools with me so that I can do anything mechanical on that bike that might come up. At least that's the plan. And I guess the alternative would be to walk the bike to the nearest bus stop. There it is, my new Schwinn Sanctuary 7-speed bike. I did it. I assembled it all by myself. Almost everything that could go wrong did go wrong. The seat wasn't tight enough. The brakes needed adjusting. And I needed some air in my tires. It's all taken care of now. I'm going to take this over to the North Idaho Centennial Trail. I'm enjoying the way it rides. Much better than my other bike.